I'm here in Tucson, Arizona with Terry from CheckPointUSA. Terry, thanks for joining the Motorhome Diaries.
Thanks for having me.
Could you tell our viewers a little bit about CheckPointUSA in case they're not familiar?
Sure. The website is CheckPointUSA.org, and it's a personal website that I put together back in 2002 to specifically document a very egregious violation of my rights that occurred back at a checkpoint by local police. It was a joint task force between local police and federal agents, and I specifically set it up to document that experience and all the legal issues that arose and the legal fights that are still going on. But since then, I've expanded the scope of it to include various encounters that I've had at Border Patrol checkpoints along the southern, in southern Arizona.
Right, and so these are checkpoints that aren't necessarily on the border states with Mexico, but
Right. In fact, specifically the one that I've gone through, and I actually have over 60 videos over the past year of this particular checkpoint along State Route 86, and SR 86 is an east-west highway that's over 40 miles north of the border, and never intersects the border at any point. So these are checkpoints, suspicious checkpoints being conducted against Americans, against domestic traffic inside the country, absent any suspicion whatsoever. And they claim it's for immigration, but they use the checkpoints to look for drugs, to look for weapons, to look for felons and terrorists. So the scope of these is much broader than they're legally allowed to be, but they get away with it because most people don't understand the lawful limitations of what they're allowed to do.
All right, I'm being stopped. U.S. Border Patrol. What's your name, ma'am? What's your name, ma'am? What's your name, ma'am? You are being recorded right now. What's your name? I can hear you fine. Last name is what now?
Of what country are you a citizen?
What's the purpose of the stop?
Immigration checkpoint.
Okay, what's the scope of the stop?
Immigration checkpoint. Of what country are you a citizen?
Who do you work for?
U.S. Border Patrol.
Am I being detained?
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
Am I free to go?
I'm asking you a question. You need to answer my question.
Am I being detained?
You need to answer my question, sir.
Am I being detained?
Sir, you need to answer my question.
Am I being detained?
it's obvious you have a knowledge of the cases law, case law and everything applicable to these stops, and you go in there and could you point to some resources where other people can get educated about this? Or?
Sure. Well, my checkpoint or my website has a lot of information there, but if you go to www.roadblock.org, it's a National Motorist Association website which has put together a lot of case law at both the state and the federal level with regards to checkpoint cases, and a lot of other resources and links that talk about checkpoints in general and what's allowed, what's not allowed, how to protect your rights when you encounter a checkpoint, and that sort of thing.
That's great, and we should know you weren't going out of your way to find these checkpoints, right? You were just living your normal life.
Right. I've never gone out of my way. I've run across these checkpoints within the scope of me going back and forth to my job, and so it's not that I have a whole lot of free time on my hand. It's that I have to go through these checkpoints to get to and from work, so they're a major impediment to my life, and I just do what I think I need to do as an individual who respects the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and individual rights to protect my rights while I'm going through these checkpoints.
Right, and they're just hampering your freedom of movement and other people's.
Right, exactly.
So I just have to say personally, your video has been very motivating to me and people that I know that I've seen it with, and I want to thank you for doing that. And if you have any last words for our viewers, like to get them off the couch, why this is important for them, that'd be.
Sure. Well, the government will become as tyrannical as we allow it to become, and if we as individuals aren't willing to protect our rights and to learn about our rights and to know what the lawful limitations that government agents have with regards to the exercise of their powers, then no one else is going to do that for you. You have to protect yourself and decide what's important to you and live by those decisions.
Right on. Well, Terry from CheckPointUSA, I appreciate your time and keep up the good work.
Thank you.